I feel really tired for some reason, which is unusual for me. I have I wouldn't say strange relationship with sleep, but I've never had a consistent relationship with sleep. It's a weird one because with health being of paramount importance to me as a person, I'm actually quite surprised that I haven't put more effort into my sleep. Which, thinking about it, like as I sit here and think about it right now, like I should, and I'd imagine it would add up to some serious benefits for me. I just happen to be somebody who's always enjoyed the night. I've never been one for mornings, and I've always enjoyed the early hours, or 2-3 a.m.s. So sleep has never been something that I've prioritized and paid much attention to and taken care of. However, on the odd occasion, I've had blocks of time where my sleep has been very regimented. Like, I remember when I first got the dog, which was approaching 2 years now, and once he was housebroken, my sleep was like clockwork. It was crazy. We were up early morning for me, being 7:30, 8 a.m, and was in bed anywhere between 10 and 11. And that was the case for a fairly long period of time. It was a few months, and for me, like that, and to have good sleep for that long that's a long period of time. But I don't necessarily look back on those periods. This is what frustrates me. Like, I don't necessarily look back on those periods and yearn to feel how it made me feel, because whilst it was nice and it was fun and whatnot, I say it was nice and it was fun, there was nothing particularly fun or nice about it. It just was what it was at the time. Whilst it always felt nice and even to this day, it always feels very good to be up at 8-9 o'clock and feel like you have a lot of time to work with in the morning prior to the afternoon starting. It makes your day feel really long. It's not something I feel like I yearn for on a daily basis, which is kind of frustrating for me. I kind of wish I did. I kind of wish I desired it more, because then I'd be motivated to do it more. I personally am somebody who wakes up on average, I'd say between 10 and 11 every day. Go to bed anywhere between, depending on the day, anywhere between midnight and 3 a.m. And I don't ever feel bad for that. Like, I know scientifically I lose out on very valuable hours of sleep. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that's between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. And I lose out on the best hours for sleep. But I've never really felt like sleep has hindered me or holds me back, which it almost definitely does. Like, it's scientifically proven that there's optimal hours for sleep, and it's scientifically proven that if you have a regimented sleep routine, you're going to perform better. It makes a lot of sense. It's just something that's never really aligned with me. It's something that I've never really put much thought into or cared enough, or it's never really meant enough for me to do it. And I personally don't actually know anybody with what I would consider a dramatic sleep routine, where they're definitely in bed by a certain time and definitely awake by a certain time, and those certain times being anywhere between before 11 p.m, and anywhere before, I'd say, 7 o'clock. Whenever somebody tells me that they wake up routinely before 7, like, that's highly respectable. I used to, when I was in my late teens, I used to work at a health club, and I once I'd established myself, so to speak, I made sure that I only did early shifts, and those early shifts were 6:30 till 2, so you still had the whole day. And I remember slugging them out for however long I did, and I enjoyed it. And even when my routine was patterned and I was in bed by 10, 11 in order to get up and feel fresh, I never felt, it never felt like revolutionary to me. It never felt game changing to me. But it's definitely something, this audio, more than anything today, I guess you could say, is a note on sleep. Because one day I will commit to, I say one day, whenever anybody says one day, they mean never. I will commit to a period of time where I will regiment my sleep for 3 months, because I think that if you're not doing something for, like, you have to do something for 90 days to really test it, right? So I will do that. I will commit a 90-day period of my life to an extremely regimented sleep routine that requires me to wake up early, and see how it affects me, see how I find it, see how I feel at the end of the 90 days, see what my performance was like during those 90 days, how I felt, most importantly, during those 90 days. Let's see where it takes me, really, and pit it against the way I currently sleep and the way I've always slept. My routine's simple. It's whatever it needs to be for the time. When I was working at a health club, it was 10, 11 p.m. bedtime, 6 a.m. wake up. Now that I don't need to wake up for anybody but myself, 10 p.m. Imagine 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Easy money. Still get what I need to do done before the morning ends, and then get at the day. But yeah, sleep. It's an interesting one. Not something I've pondered much, but definitely something I need to think on more. I'll see you tomorrow.